I'm not a waste, okay? I'm not. I can help you with whatever it is. Whatever you need, whatever it is. All right? You just... Jesus, I need a chance. I need a chance!
All right, calm down.
If you've been watching The Penguin on HBO, then you've been treated to a show that feels like something from the golden age of TV, where excellently defined, flawed characters, well written stories, and sometimes complex anti heroes made for riveting television. Plot twists and character changes made sense because the writers put in the work to build to the moment. And for masters of their craft like David Chase and Vince Gilligan, the road to these payoffs were often meticulously paved. Some have already called The Penguin a masterpiece. And while I want to see the final 3 episodes play out, right now it's definitely top tier and on the verge of being able to claim that title. This all got me thinking, though, how terribly wrong season 2 of House of the Dragon went and how much Ryan Condal, Sara Hess, and the writers could learn from a show like The Penguin. And I'm not saying these two could ever match the high quality that Lauren LeFranc and the writers of The Penguin put on screen, but there are some simple lessons here. One, define your characters and make them multifaceted. They can do terrible things, but we need humane moments to connect with them, understand them, and sympathize. On House of the Dragon, Aemon became a one-dimensional Bond-style villain. He does bad things because he's a bad man. It's such a simple-minded approach, and although they teased another side of Aemon in showing some regrets about the death of Lucerys, they never followed through. Now he's just burning and killing. He even turned on his own brother. On The Penguin, though, our 2 primary characters, Oz, who is the Penguin, and Sophia Falcone, do some terrible things. I won't give away the plot or big moments on the show if you haven't watched it, but everything that follows will be some mild spoilers for The Penguin. There are moments where we see a glimmer of good, Oz with his mother and Victor. While Sophia has less sentimentality than Oz, we understand why she is this way, since she's a victim after she was unjustifiably placed into Arkham Asylum for 10 years. Still, she does show compassion for her cousin's daughter and displays a nature where she still wants to trust and believe in others despite all that's happened. You feel for Oz and Sophia despite their deep flaws, whereas on House of the Dragon, you just loathe these people. Alicent gives up her entire family for a childhood crush or something. Rhaenyra is a terrible, selfish, weak, and foolish queen that tosses innocent people into a chamber to be appetizers for Vermithor. Aside from Aegon, you just couldn't care less about most of these people.
Both sides are genocidal, crazy war criminals. So I think we should all enjoy seeing how they die.
Wanting to watch all the characters die is not must-see TV. I care much more about Oz and Sophia than Rhaenyra, Alicent, Daemon, Aemon, Helena, and most of the other weakly written characters on House of the Dragon put together. The Penguin, too, appears to be moving in a direction where there will be a struggle between Oz and Sophia, and that's what the Blacks versus the Greens should have been. 2 flawed sides with some redeeming qualities, people that we still feel for despite the things they've done. It makes that fight more riveting when we're invested in both sides and don't want anything bad to happen to either one of them. But Condal and Hess ruined all that. They made it into a clumsy battle of the sexes where the women were more noble and looking out for the better interests of the realm, and the men are just evil warmongers. They're so clueless that I really think they thought Alicent giving up her entire family would be well received by the audience. On The Penguin, they're not afraid of having a woman like Sophia showing a brutal, vengeful side. Like Rhaenyra should have had after her son was swallowed up by Vhagar. Both Oz and Sophia also work to achieve their goals. While this is the most basic of story arcs, remarkably, it's one that they didn't follow on House of the Dragon. Rhaenyra does nothing at all during season 2 but whine and complain, and in the finale, she's just handed King's Landing. Daemon wanders aimlessly all season with pointless visions and then finally gets the download from the weirwood tree in the final episode to tell him what to do. And there's Helena, who gets sudden omniscient powers. The women on House of the Dragon are written to be morally superior to the men, whether it be Rhaenys preaching, Rhaenyra's ridiculous attempts to avoid a war that already started, Alicent sacrificing her family for the better good, and whatever the hell they're doing with Helena. It comes across as superficial, heavy-handed, eye-rolling, and unrealistic. Condal and Hess could learn a lot from how Sophia was written on the Penguin. It's too bad that we couldn't intersect these two shows and have Sophia get on a dragon, fly to Westeros, and remove Rhaenyra and her stupid show pony Syrax from the story. While The Penguin and House of the Dragon are two very different shows, the basics of good writing and character development intersect with all genres. Some might say that there are more characters in House of the Dragon, so it's difficult to do them justice. Well, then just look at a horror series like Hill House, where multiple characters are so well fleshed out and relatable to the audience, powered by tight, excellently written scripts, twists that make sense, and emotional payoffs. When it comes to television adaptations, the A Song of Ice and Fire world is in serious trouble. Its continued viability on HBO is due largely to the excellence of those early seasons of Game of Thrones. I've noticed in the comments how some people are turning away from House of the Dragon and the franchise. Many others are skeptical or unenthused about the future. Hopefully, the upcoming A Night of the Seven Kingdoms series can set Martin's world back on track because time and goodwill are running out. And when you see a great series like The Penguin, it makes us even more demanding of something better.
What do you say, Oz? You in?
Let's dance.
If you enjoyed this one, make sure to hit the like button. If you're interested in more on House of the Dragon and A Song of Ice and Fire, listen to Caraxes and subscribe. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon.